This video is brought to you by scan.co.uk. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello guys, Jack here, hope you're all doing well, and today we're taking a look at the Jackfrags Gaming PC. What are you talking about, Jack? You've got your own PC now? Well, kind of. So if you watch my channel regularly, you'll know that one of my sponsors at the moment is Scan Computers, and once a month we do a special video together. Last month they sent me that insane 8K Titan XSLI PC to take a look at. Beautiful system, absolutely killed games at 4K, and this month we wanted to do something just as special again, but a lot more affordable. So we decided to come up with a limited edition Jackfrags Gaming PC that you guys could purchase professionally built, and you won't have to worry about ordering each component and building it for yourself, and this actually works out cheaper than if you were to buy all of the components yourself anyway. So I picked the parts, chose the name, and here we are today. Now I wanted this to be something affordable, a price for performance system that would be an excellent starting point for someone who's looking to get into PC gaming, or maybe upgrade their old system if it's a few years old and lagging behind a bit. The aim is 1080p or 1440p gaming, whatever you choose, lots of grunt where it matters, and we've put together a PC here that I think will meet that mark and give you great frame rates and it won't break the bank. With that said, let's take a look at what we've got here then. So the system itself is called the Jackfrags Phantom Gaming PC, and I decided to name it Phantom after the Phantom program from Battlefield. I thought that would be a pretty cool name that a lot of you guys could relate to and recognise. The case here is the Corsair Spec M2 Micro ATX. It looks tidy, it's got a window on it, smaller than usual size cases and a bit lighter too, so that means that you can cart it around if you ever go to a LAN or over to your friend's house. And on the front there we've got USB ports and audio ports for easy access. Power supply is a Corsair 450 watt. I love the Corsair power supplies and I've used them for years, they're rock solid. The CPU in here is the Intel Core i5 6500 quad-core processor. That's a fast, modern Skylake quad-core processor clocked at 3.2 GHz, and it turbos up to 3.6 GHz when you're gaming. Also, being a quad-core, it's going to be great for any rendering work or multiple application use. The graphics card next, and this is the most important part of the system I think. We went with the Asus Strix GTX 1060 6GB. I've covered this card before in a video. The Strix brand cards are fantastic as they use a custom 3-fan cooler, which means lower temperatures, less noise and better overclocking results. You can tweak the colours of them too if you want to. And this card comes overclocked by default, and on the desktop you can actually flick between 3 preset profiles of OC, gaming and silent, or of course you can create your own profile and push the card even further with a bit of testing. The 1060 I think gives you that flexibility between 1080p and 1440p as I said. If you're after super high frame rates with max details, stick to 1080p, but if you want that higher resolution of 1440p with high graphics and 60 FPS average, you could have that here too. Also, with it being a modern Pascal Nvidia card, it's super power efficient and you get the benefits of shadow play, which is a great starting place for recording quality game footage. As for memory, Corsair again, this time 8GB of DDR4 Corsair Vengeance clocked at 2133 MHz. 8GB is plenty for most modern games. The motherboard in here is the Asus H110. It's black so it goes well with the case and the design, and this isn't your typical OEM motherboard either. It's Asus to start with, who's an excellent brand, and it offers better onboard audio than usual and an M2 expansion slot if you ever wanted to install an M2 SSD in the future. And talking of SSDs, onto the hard drives now. We've installed 2 in here. We've got a 240GB SSD from SanDisk at the back there, so that's got your operating system on it, which is Windows 10 64-bit, and that loads up super fast, and any games or applications that you use regularly you would want to install on there. And the other hard drive in here is a Western Digital 1TB blue for all of your storage needs, so movies, music, game recordings, whatever you fancy, stick it on that one. And I thought I'd mention this too. The fan at the front of the case here is connected to the graphics card in such a way that it only spins up when it needs to. So if you're just browsing the web on Excel, sending some emails, working, whatever, the fan will actually stay turned off to reduce the noise. Same with the graphics card. But as soon as you load up again and the temperature rises, the fans will kick in to keep the system cool. Also, this little USB drive here is attached with Velcro to your PSU, and basically that's got recovery images on it with important files. Should you ever run into a problem, you can just plug that into the front. It's very accessible and easy to use. Right then, onto some gaming performance, the important stuff that you guys want to see. So I've recorded all of these games here using an external capture card at 1080p, so what you're seeing here is the actual frame rate. BF1 on ultra settings and try hard low settings at 1080p, because I thought some of you guys might want to see that. We've got one of the best levels in Titanfall 2, some Battlefront, and also a bit of CSGO Deathmatch. You'll see what the settings are before each segment, and then you'll see the frame rate in the top left hand corner. Pay attention to that to get a good idea of what kind of performance to expect on this system.
But it's faint. Cannot confirm. Commander Briggs, I'm picking up a data core, but it's a weak signal.
Are you sure you have the coordinates? Boost the signal. I need to get through to them.
Commander Briggs, I have a lock on Cooper's position. He's pulled BT's data core. He must have the steer kit.
BT, Cooper, what's your status? Cooper, how copy? Over. Cooper, this is Commander Sarah Briggs. If you can read me, get to the bridge 1 click north of your position. We've only got one shot to turn this fight around and you're it. Our fleet's moving in on the fold weapon. We're coming. It's not over yet. You're headed in the right direction. Just keep moving.
Now you understand the power of the dark side. The Force is my weapon.
So there we have it, pretty rock solid numbers there across the board and a very enjoyable time playing on this system. Of course you could lower the graphics details even more if you want more FPS. And a couple of benchmark numbers here because I know you guys always like to ask. The system scored 4167 in 3D Mark Time Spy and 4161.9 as a pass mark rating. In terms of cost, the system is priced at £869.99. That's a big discount on the usual price for a system like this, and I checked this myself. If you actually add all of the components separately to your basket on the scan.co.uk website, the total cost comes to £944.39. So you'd actually be spending quite a bit more if you went down the build it yourself route with this one. And for complete transparency and disclosure, I do not get any commission for each system sold. Scan are my monthly sponsors and they gave me the opportunity to put a PC together, pick the parts and the name and offer a good deal for my viewers, and I thought that would make for a cool idea and an interesting video. It's pretty neat that I can do this sort of stuff. If you're interested in checking the system out for yourself, I've linked it on the screen now and also down in the description below. With that said, thank you so much for watching, guys. Do you agree with the components I've chosen here? And what would you have done differently, perhaps? If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down, and I'll see you in the next one.